I'm standing here with New Hampshire State Rep Al Baldessaro from Londonderry, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit, Al, about the petition for redress process that has been reborn recently in New Hampshire, and the pushback against the courts, I guess. I was wondering if you could tell me where that stands.
Well, I can tell you that we've been working on this for about 2 years now. We tried last year or a year and a half to bring it up in front of the House, and of course they just read them. They didn't know how to handle it. So then we came
These were petitions for redress of grievances.
For redress of grievances.
Called for the impeachment of certain judges?
Of certain judges or marital masters that are making decisions that aren't in accordance with the Constitution and against the laws of the land that have been put in place by the legislator. The redress is pretty much a mother or father's last chance to come to the legislator with an issue. Now, the Supreme Court seems to think they can check out themselves. They can investigate themselves. That's like the wolves looking over the wolves and at the same house guarding the chickens. You know, it makes no sense because they took away the judicial power of the committee from the legislative branch saying
Who are the two judges that were under
The one
fire?
judge was Judge Sadler, and then Marital Master Cross, and then I can't think of the other Marital Master who worked under Sadler. She was involved when they made the decisions on taking their child from homeschooling and said, oh, you should be in public schools.
Do we have first names so no one gets confused between two different judges?
Judge Sadler, Lucinda Sadler.
That's right,
I think it is, yes. Cross, he's a Marital Master.
Okay, well, you know his first name?
Yeah, I don't know the
Okay,
first
I'll see if I can maybe look that up later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you basically it was shot down, but I'm assuming you kind of expected it to initially be shot down. Yeah.
Because we know the Democrats, they keep protecting the courts. They're not concerned about, the small people that are fighting pro bono, because you must have deep pockets in New Hampshire to fight the courts, to go through the court system, or to go to the Supreme Court. If you don't have deep pockets, you're pushed aside. You got marital masters and other people telling you to shut up. Just sit there and be quiet while the lawyers walk all over you.
Yeah.
It's a shame what's going on in the courts.
Well, in this case with the homeschooler, I guess it was a case where a marital master ordered that a homeschooler be removed from homeschooling, and the reason why she was allegedly removed was what was so controversial. What was that reason again?
Well, the reason was because they felt that there was diversity in the public schools, and that the homeschooling didn't put the child out involved with everybody else.
Of course, that's
wrong.
You could say that about almost any homeschooler.
That's right. You sure can. It was a bad decision. The courts had no right getting involved in that, especially of a mother who had the custody of the child.
Right.
That was her decision, not the courts.
Yeah. At least in this case, it was an event that angered the evangelical community, which is pretty strong.
Oh, without a doubt.
So they were able to mobilize a little bit of resistance.
Well, it wasn't so much just the evangelical. I mean, anyone that supports the Constitution, freedom.
Right.
Were mad about the decision.
I was too, of course.
Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, not just the religious people. I mean, this is a mother who just felt that the school system, what's being taught, was not right. There are many parents like that. That's their right, so why shouldn't we support them?
So what comes next in this process of coming after, bad judges or whatever? We're
going to keep going forward. I'm sure a lot of them are worried that the Republicans will take back the House in November, because we're there to protect the everyday people in the court system. We want them to have a fair chance, a fair trial. We want them to be able to speak up when they're going pro bono and not being told to shut up. We don't want lawyers attacking them in the court or getting in people's face that I've had the opportunity to view in the Portsmouth court on the Marital Master Cross. It's a disgrace what goes on in our courts.
Yeah, I've seen some bad marital stuff in courts myself.
But not all of them. We got some good judges and we got some good marital masters. So there's a very few that are making them look bad on the decisions.
Yeah, and it's hard to get rid of them.
Yeah, that's right. They're there for a lifetime, it seems like.
Well, over time, things will get better.
Without a doubt.
Someday.
But there's about 18 of us representatives that will keep fighting and keep pushing until we get it right.
Yep.
And we'll keep filing legislation until we get it right.
Well, and though I disagree with you on some things, I'm glad you're running again. All right, thanks, Al.
We'll agree to disagree in those other areas. Life goes on.
All right.
Thank you.
You take care.
Yeah.